I asked Siri how to delete emails. She said, ask Hillary. That's funny. I don't care who you are.
No, don't do it. No. No, I'm a virgin. No, I'm a virgin. No, I'm a virgin.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another subreddit video. Today we are going to be looking at r/boomers humor. Humor. Before I start, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to people that stick around and watch every video, and to the people that comment on my videos, because it makes my week. Every Saturday, Sunday-ish, when people comment, and I come on to YouTube and I look, and people comment saying they enjoyed the video and stuff, it genuinely makes the week for me. It makes me feel super happy about making the content, because obviously sometimes it can be a little disheartening when you upload a video and it doesn't do too great, but when people comment saying that they enjoyed it nonetheless, it means a lot to me. Anyway, let's get into the video.
Our son is talking, dear. He sent a voice message.
That dude's face is just like, right, not this again, this my dumb wife, what is she doing? My wife asked me why I spoke so softly in the house. I said I was afraid Mark Zuckerberg was listening. She laughed, I laughed, Alexa laughed, Siri laughed. Hold up.
I hate it.
You're still out of focus, dear. Just one more step backwards.
It's funny because he hates his wife. That's boomer humor in a nutshell. I hate my wife.
Shouldn't there be an app for cleaning the fish?
Boomers, I'm a drop a truth bomb on you right now. Apps can do a lot of stuff, and we know they can do a lot of stuff. But you know what else we know? We know that apps don't replace actual physical labor. For example, an app doesn't mix a meal for you. An app can't clean your fish for you. It can't do anything that a square doesn't have the actual physical capability to do. I mean, sure, a phone could easily be a doorstop, but it can't be the door. And our generation knows that, because we are not stupid like you might think we are, unlike your comics.
What's wrong with Comet? His wife snuck off to Vegas and blew $50.
Is it a USB cable?
Just because we use technology doesn't mean we think that we are made of technology. Boomers, please. We know what human beings are. We know that robots and humans are two separate entities, for example.
While preparing dinner, Edna accidentally opens up a can of whoop-ass.
That's not what that saying means. It's not what that means at all. The saying, open up a can of whoop-ass, means you're gonna beat someone up. It doesn't mean you fall over, you dummies. Also, this is a little bit off topic, but it's still on the boomer subject. Boomers often mention that millennials and Gen Zs laugh at the dumbest things, but imagine how many of these old people laughed at, oh, it's funny because she fell over. It's not funny just because she fell over. You don't understand comedy.
Only moments away from putting the finishing touch on his new two-seater outhouse, Clem never knew what hit him.
Oh, it's funny because he's calling his wife fat.
Even though he's like almost the same size as her, and his feet, look at his feet are like the size of his wife.
Benefits of books. No glare, no battery, dog ears, probably won't get stolen at the beach, smells good, no pop-up ads.
Okay, first of all, no battery, sure. Dog ears, don't do that to your book. Get a bookmark. You horrible human being, don't destroy your books by folding pages. Also, probably won't get stolen at the beach. That's a lie. Books are worth like 15 quid. So, you know, they probably would get nicked if you left it alone, along with anything else you would leave alone at the beach, because everything would get stolen at the beach if you left it alone. Smells good is absolutely not true, especially if the book is really old. I was reading a book the other day, and it was a pretty old book I got at a charity store ages ago, and it smells horrible, and it made my hands smell horrible, and no pop-up ads. If you have a Kindle or the Kindle app and you bought books on there, you don't get pop-up ads.
Prime! Amazon is the new Santa! Oh, Santa's terrible nightmare.
Okay, Santa would not be having a nightmare about being replaced by Amazon, because he would be happy to not have to do any work. Imagine the amount of effort you have to put in to fly the entire earth and deliver presents. And then someone says, oh, you don't need to do it anymore. He's not getting paid to do it, so he'd be happy to just go to bed.
I want books, computers, and the ability to travel through time and space.
Okay, here's a library card.
Books, sure. Computers, yeah, but you can't do a lot on them, let's be honest. The ability to travel through time and space, yeah, because every time you enter a library, you go back in time about 50 years.
Let's go a whole day without looking at our phones.
Agreed.
The real miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, the classic phones are a destruction to our society post, even though phones allow a lot more than people would understand. Like, for example, if you have a friend that's on holiday, you can still talk to them. Or if you have family in a different country, you can still talk to them. You don't just suddenly become spaced apart and lose the ability to communicate with the people you care about. And before you say, oh, you can just write a letter. Why on earth would I write a letter? A letter that, if, for example, I was sending it to America, could take up to 3 weeks to arrive. A letter that they might struggle to read because my handwriting isn't very good. A letter that, in the time it takes to arrive and the cost of that sending, I could have sent hundreds, if not thousands, of free text messages or free Facebook messages. So, why would I send a letter?
It's a citation for the violation of neighborhood noise ordinance. Paper beats rock once again. Rock music bad. I'm old. I only listen to classical music and country. You have to blow out your candles, son. It's funny.
Also, why did they highlight the first letter of some of the words? So, is it meant to spell out a word? What is YBYCS? Also, who... I hate these because they make no sense. Every kid loves blowing out candles on his birthday. No kid would pass that up.
Auntie, are you the motherboard of the new kid?
It's funny because they put motherboard instead of mother, and motherboard is a tech term. Motherboards don't create tech. That's not what a motherboard means. If you really wanted to be funny, you'd, I don't know, make a joke about her being a factory or something, I don't know. But motherboard doesn't make the sense that you think it does, and it's just not funny.
There it is again, that tapping.
Tap, 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 tap. This one, right, sure, everybody on a plane is either on their phone or on a laptop or something. But if you're stuck in one seat in a metal box for 7 hours, what else are you going to do? You can't, go outside, or, you know, you're on a plane, you're like, I'm just gonna take a step outside, and suddenly you're plummeting, 1,000 miles. Or just, what else are you gonna do on a plane? Sure, you can read a book, but I'm gonna be honest, a lot of books you could probably finish by the time you land. Also, reading one book for 7 hours straight is gonna get boring. Even if you're really into a book, 7 hours straight is pretty extreme to do one thing. computers, phones, they have the ability to watch movies, the ability to play games, and the ability to read books, amongst a lot of other things. You are not gonna get bored. I mean, you might still get bored because you are stuck in one seat, but you're gonna have a lot more to do than, like, just a book. Rant over.
Congrats! It's a green! I wonder how many people will get it. Nobody could possibly understand cheating. And watch this. Trump. Works every time.
Yeah, I know. If people mention Trump in a positive manner, it makes my head explode as well, because I don't possibly understand how they could even have a positive view of that man.
I'm just here owning liberals.
I don't want anything. I'm just here for a selfie.
Nobody at that age cares about selfies. What are you chatting about? Selfies purely exist because people care about their public image. At the age of 4 or 5, no 4 or 5-year-old cares about their public image. And the final post, the absolute antithesis of boomer humor, the kind of post that sums up every boomer humor post ever.
The guy next to you always looks in his pocket before ordering a shot.
Interesting. Okay, first of all, what bartender talks about their other patrons to patrons?
Do you want a shot? Sure, I'll another whiskey, please. It looks like I'll take another shot of whiskey. I'm curious, why do you look into your pocket before ordering each shot? I have a picture of my wife in there, and when she starts looking good, I go home.
So you have the classic terrible punchline, you have the overly long setup that really doesn't need to be this long, and you have the I hate my wife. Every boomer humor joke ever. You know, going through all of these posts, every single one of them feels like they would be in a bad American sitcom covered with laugh tracks, and knowing that just makes me hate them even more. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you guys had a good Christmas, because when this video goes up, it's been Christmas now. It's like, what, 3 days after Christmas. So I hope you guys all had a good Christmas. You're probably all, you've eaten way too much. You're all like completely bloated and all you want to do is lie down. So I hope this video was enjoyable for you while you do that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.